players back. In reality, we haven't really seen a penalty kill yet, have we?
No,
They're actually going to use.
no. I think, and still, even with Kesselring being out, we're still probably not seeing what could be our top killers. But everybody deals with guys being out, and I know it has to be better, even with the guys we use. I thought a couple structural mistakes, even the last game, that hurt us. So we've worked hard on it, and we're going to continue to work hard on it.
You're going to stick with what we saw yesterday, Bryson in over Johnson?
Yeah, in all likelihood, yeah, that's what we're looking at. Both of them had a good camp. That doesn't mean that RJ may go in Boston. I think he's deserved with the way he's played. So we just evaluate the lineup, but we know that he can step in and help us.
Mr. Rasmus Dahlin and the penalty kill, of course, he can do it very well. Would you, with all the minutes he plays, would you prefer that he doesn't, or do you just say, hey, he's good at it?
Well, I think the guy that takes his ice in the penalty killing is usually Samuelson. That I would prefer. Maybe he's like the last 30 seconds. But it's an area he's getting more comfortable with. I think Dawes is the type of guy who want to play in any situation. So you give him power play time, penalty killing time, he's pretty happy.
I know it's been 2 days, but what have you noticed about Colton Ellis? Just his personality or the way he is on the ice?
Highly competitive, great personality. He seems like just an awesome guy. I think you look at the first practice, a couple of saves he made. I think the guys kind of shook their head a couple times. But he's the type of guy that wants to hang around, take shots after practice. Like he wants to keep working and keep getting better. And you look at his numbers. His numbers have been good, so he will get his chance to play here.
You want to get off, obviously, to a good start any night, but it's the first game, and they've already played a game, and they didn't play very well. So how interesting is the first few minutes of this one going to be?
Yeah, I think we're going to see a different team. I think they're probably pretty disappointed, although pretty tight game when it came down to it. So we know that we have to be ready to skate, and we have to be ready to go north in a hurry. And I think that get inside the offensive zone. We got to be ready to get dirty, get guys around the net front. I think previous games against them, things have changed, but we have to get people around the net and make it tough on their goaltender too.
What do you think might be different with Mike behind the bench now?
I think you always, when you go from one place, you carry over what you believe in. So I think some of their D zone is probably changed. Maybe a little bit of their neutral zone has changed. So you look at that, and Mike was very successful with the way his teams played, and I'm pretty sure he brings that with him.
When it comes to Panarin, are you more interested in getting a defensive pair out against him or a line out against him?
No, mainly a pair. I think those top lines, you like to get your best pair. And you know that you've got guys that can skate with them, guys that are really aware of them. Philosophy on that is make sure that that deep pair you got out there is your best pair when it comes to defending against top guys.
Owen Power and Mattias Samuelsson, are they in for tonight?
Not really going to comment on the lineup. I think you got to see yesterday what was, and we'll make a decision on all players. I'm not going to help the Rangers out for tonight.
When you think about, throughout the season, when to insert Mason Geertsen, how's that gonna work for you? What types of things are you gonna be thinking about for what nights might be good for him?
I think you look at your lineup as a whole, and what do you need that night? It's just going to come down to that. I think he's had a good camp. I think he's had a good playing camp. He's skated well. He's been disciplined in his play, structure-wise. I think he's played really, really well, and I think we know the other side of what he can offer. So that's exactly what I'll look at. Thanks.
Thank you.